Imagine a world where the first contact didn't happen with a handshake, but with a glitch in reality. You are part of a specialized team investigating the long stall, a phenomenon where time seems to drag, stretch, and fracture, leaving humanity out of phase with an alien presence that exists just beyond our perception. Welcome to the long stall, out of phase, but pulse-pounding, intellectually stimulating, and deeply atmospheric sci-fi thriller by Matt Rook. If you love temporal anomaly tropes, hard science fiction mysteries, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated terror of facing an enemy that isn't just invisible, but exists in a different dimension of time, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in techno-thriller fiction, blending the visceral tension of a ticking clock with the profound weight of existential threat. The narrative kicks off with the discovery of strange temporal distortions in a remote location, quickly escalating into a global crisis as scientists realize that humanity is being observed by something that moves through time differently than we do. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of experimental machinery, the static of displaced reality, and the creeping dread of knowing that every second could be the last moment of linear existence. Rook excels at capturing the psychological toll of fighting an invisible war, making every scientific breakthrough, every tactical retreat, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is being erased from history. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular first contact mystery trope and the brilliant scientific detective dynamic. This isn't just about shooting aliens, it's about understanding the underlying code of the universe, exploiting dimensional weaknesses, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who can step through walls of time. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer the anomaly's technology, forge uneasy alliances with international agencies, and completely shock arrogant theorists with humanity's stubborn refusal to accept doom is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the suspense to life, making the silence of a frozen moment, the rush of a jump, and the frantic heartbeat of a person on the edge feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the spectacular science and the sci-fi mechanics, the soul of the long stall lies in its characters and the heavy burden of knowledge. The protagonist isn't just a scientist, they are a deeply human individual struggling with the moral weight of playing God with forces they can barely control. The emotional anchor of the story is their fierce, unbreakable bond with their team, a found family bound by shared trauma and the knowledge that they are the only ones who remember the world as it was. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet, desperate conversations in the lab feel just as impactful as the explosive, reality-shattering climaxes. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major breach occurs, threatening to collapse the timeline entirely, forcing the team into a desperate, high-stakes confrontation across multiple dimensions. The finale is a breathtaking display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming intellectual courage, and raw, unbridled determination. The protagonist must use every hidden trick, every overloaded device, and every ounce of their will to stabilize the anomaly and secure a future for humanity. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, paradigm-shifting victory that proves humanity's greatest weapon isn't its technology, it's its resilience in the face of impossibility. The long stall, out of phase, is a triumph of the science fiction thriller genre. It is smart, terrifying and unapologetically intense. Matt Rook has crafted a novel that perfectly captures the thrill of the ultimate underdog holding the line against the unknown. Plug in your headphones, check your instruments, and join the team. The stall is ending, but the future is worth saving.